Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. What is up, Loyal Royals? So today is going to be a watch me work video on this Ombré freestyle set. So let's get started. So I've already prepped, shaped, and applied my nail tips. I'm going in with my primer right here. If you have not watched my prep video, please go back and watch the one before this, and it'll kind of explain in depth how I prep. So for this freestyle set, we did have an inspiration picture, but pretty much it is a milky white and a nude acrylic. So I'm gonna do some ombre, and then later on I'm gonna show you guys how I do my French tip nail. So a lot of you have been asking and leaving comments about me mixing acrylic and stuff like that. I can do a video for that. The only thing is I mix to my liking. So like this formula for my milky white, I don't want to say I didn't really write it down, but I didn't write it down. So literally for milky white, like, it's really up to you and what your customers like. My customers like a milky white that is kind of clear but still vibrant. So I really mixed in Young Nails white with literally Young Nails clear, and I just mixed and went at random, and if it looked good, it looked good. And so far this milky white pretty much works best for my clients, and it pretty much fits, you know, every ombre set that I do. A lot of my customers don't like the stark white look, so that is why I do majority of my sets with the milky white. Now when it comes to pinks and stuff like that, I do recommend using pinks that are already pre-made, just because, just like I said, I do not write down my formulas. So there's a pink and white ombre video that is one of my signature pinks, and I'm trying to formulate it right now because it is so popular that I forgot how to mix it. So I'm literally using whatever I have left, and I have been just adding to it until I really remember or figure out or find where I wrote down the original mixing. So when it comes to pinks and nudes, I would definitely just find something that already has a good brand. Tammy Taylor has amazing pink colors, and in my opinion, Young Nails has amazing nude colors. So it's up to you guys. I mean, you can formulate your own thing if you get pigment powders and stuff like that, but I recommend writing them down. So for my middle and my thumb, they are going to be ombre. My ring finger, if you see on the paper towel, it's like that little glitter patch. My ring fingers are going to be glittered, and we're going to do the pixies on that. And then my pointers are going to be the French tip. So right here, I am going in. I'm so mad. I can't think if this is. Oh, you know what? I know what this is. Okay, so here I go with my mixes, y'all. I ran out of Young Nails pink, so I went in and literally mixed C&D's. There's a nude color by C&D, and I think it's C&D peach or something like that. And I just literally dumped them together because I hate when my containers get low. So I literally made this color. I am so bad with just mixing stuff together and not writing it down. But I'm the type of person, I hate when my containers get low. So I'll either go buy new ones right away, or I'll mix the colors so that I'll have like a full container. So yeah, I'm sorry, I apologize. But yeah, it's pretty much like a nudish peach color. So the pointer fingers are going to be the V French. So this is my first time, y'all, taking an X-Acto knife and cutting the sides for French tips. So V French is very popular right now, along with the outline nails, and like the deep cut French. So in the picture, this was a V French, and then like the tip was the milky white, like the rest of the nails. So when you do something like this, for this nail, I kind of messed up because you want to have the acrylic be slightly dry so that when you cut it with the X-Acto knife or even a razor, it's not going to be like too wet or sticky to where it's sticking to the razor. So I did this nail way too early. I should have went ahead, did the thumb, came back to it like I did on the other hand. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to eyeball where I want my French to be. I'm going to take the X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut the sides and then scrape the rest of it off. Now, if I would have waited a little bit like I did on the other finger, it would have came off exactly how it was supposed to. This one was still too wet, so it was like sticky and stringy. But towards the next part of the video, you will see me hand file it and perfect the shape and stuff like that. So it still did work out okay, but you want it to be a slight hard texture. You don't want it to be hard because then you will have to literally take your drill and file it with the drill. You literally want it to maybe be dried for like literally 60 seconds and then go in and cut it. Oh yeah, I got my X-Acto knife from Walmart in the craft or fabric section. I know they're close to each other, so I think it was literally less than $5. Easy peasy. So right here, as you can see, I kind of cleaned up my acrylics and let the nail dry a little bit, so it actually worked out a lot better than the first time. But hey, you live, you learn, you know, not everything is gonna be perfect every single time. So yeah, try it either way, see if you guys have a better option, or see what works best for you. Real quick, I would like to give you guys a shout out. Thank you guys so much for joining the Royal team. I really appreciate you. Turn those post notifications on and stay active. Let me know what you want to see. Don't forget, glitter makes everything better, so keep shining. So right here, I'm going to go in with my glitter acrylic. I made this one too, y'all. I'm just have to do a video on mixing acrylics but this one that I actually mix is kind of old. I'm running out of this one also, but she had some bruising on some of her nails because some of her nails were kind of thin, and from, you know, pulling off acrylics, which you should not do. You should be soaking your nails off. So I went in with this acrylic and kind of put it as a base so that when the pixies are on there, they're not like completely clear or see-through. So typically whenever I do glitter acrylic, I always do it last. I hate, and it is a big pet peeve of mine, when glitter is inside a nail that is not supposed to be glittery. That is my biggest pet peeve. But I was waiting for the nude French area to dry, so that's why I went ahead and did the glitter nails to get them out of the way. But typically I do glitter last, or like whatever is the obnoxious color, I'll do that last, just because sometimes it can stain your liquid dish or whatever. So, but with this, it pretty much worked out because the glitter was a fine glitter. So now that the pointer nails have dried, I think I sped up this part just a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and take my hand file 80 by 80 jumbo grit, and I'm going to sharpen up the sides and perfect the shape. Now when you do this, you only want to file the part that is the cut crease. You can clean up the tip a little bit, but you don't want to take away the shape. So that's why I'm just kind of like being careful and making sure that I'm only getting the nude part. Now I'm gonna go in with the white. So when you do something like this, if you're doing a cut crease design and French tip design or something like that, you really want to just apply the acrylic to where it is. If you are not used to doing, something like this, you can always do it in steps. Like here, this is my first time doing it, so I'm just going ahead and applying it from side to side instead of just like slapping it on the whole nail. Now I will say, as you see, some of the excess white is getting on the nude area. That is completely fine, because once I file and shape the nail, all of the extra white will come off. Remember guys, when you are using the electric nail file and you're using sharp drill bits, you want to make sure that you are comfortable with the drill first. You want to make sure that you are kind of experienced. If you have any fears or don't know what to do, do not use an electric nail file. Go by hand until you become comfortable. Practice, practice, practice. But once you get that down, when you are ready and you feel like you can do it, go ahead and clean up those nails, get around the cuticle area, and use the file to debulk or remove any, unwanted acrylic and stuff like that. But make sure you are comfortable and that the drill is at a good speed for you. So after I have cleaned the nails, I'm going to go in with these pixies. Look how beautiful. I'm going to take my OPI Axiom Topcoat. This is a no cleanse top coat, so once I apply it and apply the pixies are going to dry to the gel. I could use D&D, but this top coat has always done me better when it comes to that or sugar nails, so I just continue to go with what works best. So I'm going to take my cuticle pusher and I'm going to get some of the pixies little by little, and I'm going to sprinkle them over the nail. I like to tap in between just in case any excess falls off. And then in case I can't reach one side or the other, I have my customer turn their finger like so that every part of the nail can be covered. But these are so easy and they are inexpensive. You can get caviar beads or you can get pixies. What I did was I like both because I think it adds a great texture. So I went ahead and got some AB caviar beads and some AB pixies, and I mixed them together for, you know, the look. But yeah, these are very, very nice. They're elegant and they add a great look to the nail. For those of you who are my OG Loyal Royals, you know that Gelish Top It Off was my first top coat that I started using. I was having some issues with D&D. Don't get me wrong, their colors are amazing and I still love their brand and their gels, but their top coat, I have no idea, but it was giving me trouble, so I'm going back to what I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Gelish Top It Off and apply it to the nail. This is a sticky layer based top coat or a regular gel top coat, so it does not dry non-wipe where you don't have to do anything to it after. You have to wipe it off or it'll have that sticky texture to it. So once it dries for 60 seconds, you have to wipe it down with alcohol. After I do that, she wanted a couple gems on her pointer and her thumb, so that is what I'm going to do. Alright guys, I really hope you liked this video. This was a fun experience for me because it was my first time doing the V French with acrylic powder. So let me know in the comments if you would like me to go live on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me. And like, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't forget, glitter makes everything better, so keep shining. Thanks y'all.